What is up, the Bomb Squad? This is Don the Bomb, and yes, I am back for another exciting, action-packed, life-changing snack crate mystery unboxing and review. So as I've said before with these snack crate unboxings, I don't have the subscription to the monthly snack crate box, but my friend Rob and his family, they do. And they're always so gracious in sending me the items that they don't want to eat. And you know what? I'm kind of a glutton for punishment. I'll be the guinea pig. And as some of you have watched, these unboxings do somewhat go off the rails. I've had so many crazy items. I remember one of the unboxings I did, there were chips that were, geez, like duck tongue, what was it? Freaking rabbit feet or something like that. And worst of all, octopus balls. And, you know, that's not checking any boxes as far as I'm concerned. It's crazy what these foreign countries consider good or delicacies. I'll be fine with the stuff I have here, but I don't know what country these are from. And with Rob, he always throws a lot of Easter eggs in these. So I guess he said there's a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of hidden items that weren't part of the original snack crate box that are thrown in these. And what does this say? Just saying, if the left took a nap, they would not be so cranky. And I've said before with my channel, I try to stay away from politics. I don't need to get any, copyright infractions or any type of strikes against my, my channel for content violations. No need for that. What is this one? Catlady.com. What is that? Please recycle, reuse, or give your cats this box. Okay? You've got the cats, and we've got the goodies. All right. I'm not so sure about this box. Hopefully they just needed an extra box, and yeah, it doesn't have any cat-related food items in here. Or any food items that contain cat. Because some of these off-the-wall countries, dogs and cats, they're not off limits. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get right into this. My other unboxings usually last about a half hour to 40 minutes. So, hopefully you guys stay through the duration of this potentially torturous endeavor. But once again, I want to thank Rob for graciously giving me their leftovers. Let's see what the fuss is all about as I go into box number one. I want to try to keep this a little bit of secret. And he wanted me, excuse me, I guess each one of his kids, or the most of his kids, was responsible for at least one of the Easter eggs that are in here. And he wanted me to guess on which child he thinks that what child I think put that item in this box. Easy for me to say. Anyway, let's get into this. Item number one, chips. All right, this is Chipsico. Anyway, Chipsico kebab flavor. This looks like some sort of Middle Eastern item. There you go. Yeah, it kind of looks like a gyro or a kebab, right? Anyway, let's get right into it. There's the back. Oh, goodness. Oh, kind of like a big Pringle, even though the lines are a little bit finer than the Pringles. Anyway, down the hatch. Whoa. I can see what they're going for here. It kind of does a little bit taste like kind of like that meat they use on those. Kind of like the gyro meat, sorta. If that's what it's supposed to be. Not bad. I'll start this out with a 5 out of 10. All right. Okay, this is an Easter egg, I believe. Tropical mango, marshmallow, mango flavored jelly inside, and look at Hello Kitty. And it's all in English, so it has to be an Easter egg. Now, which child could have put this in here? Looks like something a girl would do. So I think I'll go with one of his younger girls. Now, there were some kids that didn't buy me things, So I forget what that list is, but so I would say it's probably probably Nevea or Alira, whichever one was responsible. But anyway, it feels like a mushroom, looks like, not a mushroom. Not a mushroom, marshmallow. Down the bomb, what are we doing? Don't I know my food by now? Marshmallow, down the hatch. Well, we're already 5 minutes in. I'm not too much of a fan of marshmallow, but I do like mango. And this does go good together, nice and soft, like a marshmallow, not mushroom. These are pretty good. I'll have to give these a 6.5 out of 10. I'm a 7 out of 10. Not bad, not bad. All right. Uh-oh. What the heck? Okay, this guy looks like Chester Cheetah, but he's not. It's by Funky. So Much. I guess that's the name of it. Spicy Shrimps Flavor. Flavor. Well, I wonder why some of these countries put flavor. Here in the United States, flavor does not have a U in it, but flavor is what this is. Premium quality, So Much. There's a soccer ball in the back. I don't like shrimp. Matter of fact, last time I had real shrimp, I ended up in the ER. My uvula in the back of my throat swelled up to the point where I couldn't breathe. Bad times. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a heart attack because I never knew of any allergies I had. So this is probably not going to be good for me. I'm not sure if this, I guess this wouldn't be an Easter egg because I see a lot of foreign, this looks like it's some sort of Middle Eastern country again. Down the hatch, reluctantly. Kind of have a little bit of the texture of like the cheesy poof balls. Definitely has a, luckily not strong fishy flavor, but enough to not check the boxes because I hate seafood. Especially after that event I just talked to you about. Oh, shit. Oops, excuse my language. I was trying not to look in the box. Yeah. I don't even know why I've eaten as much as I have. I'll give these, I guess, a 3.5 out of 10. They're not as bad as I feared. And that's always a good thing. All right. Now we have Lambada times 5, or X5, by Pyramids Wafer, whatever, Lambada. La, la, banda, baba, whatever. There it is right there. It looks like it has some sort of hazelnut or chocolate in there, and I love chocolate. Whoa, the flakiness went all over the place. Yeah, it feels like a wafer, looks like a wafer with chocolate or hazelnut in the middle. In between the layers is, oh, you know what it says right there. Wafer biscuits, filled chocolate cream. Yes, okay. Nice and flaky. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Pretty good. Sophie, shut up! My dog is in the other room. Obviously, she wants in here. Not bad. I'll give these a, I'll give them a signature Down the Bomb 7. Not bad, not bad. Made a mess, though. I knew that was coming. That's what she said. All right, moving right along. Abu Oaf baked pretzels. Thyme flavor. Yeah, this is definitely some sort of Middle Eastern snack crate. Thyme flavors, you see right there. Now is the time. The time is now. Oh, I'm sitting on my foot. Why am I doing that? Makes no sense. Guess I'm trying to be taller. Whoa, that is thyme flavor. Heavy on the thyme. But it tastes like it's supposed to. Baked, not fried. Never seen an item like advertised as thyme flavor, but this is it. Actually, it's not bad for what it is. It is as advertised. I'll give these I'll give them a 6.5 out of 10. Better than I thought. Better than I thought. All right, more chips. Okay, this is Lay's. Whoa, okay. What are these things called? I don't eat these things, but I know they're popular. What are these sort of rolls? What are they called? No, the ones that have the rice and then the seafood in the middle, and then they're surrounded by some sort of leafy type thing, like spinach or something. What the hell are these called? Anyway, put it in the notes or in the comments if anybody knows what the hell this is. What are they called? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm just trying to see if it says what that is. Flat potato chips, nori seaweed flavor. Whatever. I don't need to take up any more time than I have to. We're already 11 minutes into this. You know, I don't want to struggle with this, so I made sure I brought my trusty scissors along. Let all that air out. And then there are a few chips in there. Anyway, it's Lay's. It's got some good seasoning on it. It has that. Well, it does say seaweed on there anyway. But whatever these things are, you know what they are. I forget what the name of them are. I don't remember. Not the best thing I've had. You have a little bit of a unique sweetness to it, a little bit. But, yeah, I guess I can taste the seaweed. I'll give these a 4 out of 10. And Lay's or Max. This almost looks the same as the last thing I just had. Some sort of like seaweed or something, but these are more of the I guess it would be the more stronger Lay's. Like not as thicker, that's what I'm going for. Sometimes when I have the camera on, I forget just to say basic words. But anyway, down the hatch. It tastes a lot like the last thing, which I guess doesn't surprise me. They are thicker. They have the ridges. Have a little bit of that seaweed taste, whatever the hell that is. A little bit stronger than the last one, which isn't a good thing. I'll give these a, I'll give them a, I guess a 3.5 out of 10. I mean, they're not awful, but they're below average. Hence the 3.5. All right, last thing in this cat box, which luckily I haven't found any cat items. That's a good thing. No cat food, no cat litter, no food made of cat. All right, we have Horn Snack Long Tubes Ranch Sauce. New, bigger. Okay, it has the Middle Eastern type writing on the back. Okay, but this is the ranch sauce flavor long tubes. Corn snack. Yep. These should be very interesting to say the least. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. These are very light and airy. Kind of have like a styrofoam-like texture to them. Hi, Sophie. Good to hear that you stopped barking. Sophie's here. She knows there's food around, so she was barking in the other room. Hi, Sophie. You're not going to want any of this. Well, you might. Who knows? She's a dog. Just dogs want anything that's not their own food. They have a little, this has some nice ranch seasoning on it. But it has like that cheese poof kind of texture. Tastes a tad stale. Not too bad though. Not bad. I'll have, well, you know what, I'm gonna finish this one. I'll give this a 5.5 out of 10. Oh no, I'll give it a 5 out of 10 because it does taste a little stale. But one thing these other countries do that the United States doesn't do for the most part is they don't put all these crappy ingredients to try to preserve them over time, you know. But that's also where you get the staleness taste come in a lot sooner. You know, you don't have all the preservatives in there like the snacks from the United States and foods in general. What am I doing? I don't want to eat all this. I'm not even hungry as it is. I just found some time to do this. All right, time to get into the other box. Uh-oh. All right, moving right along. Bravo Chips roasted chicken. And there you have it. As plain as day, roasted chicken. A little bit thicker than your standard Lay's chip. I'm not getting roasted chicken so much. I'll taste a little bit of lemon with some other weird flavor. I guess that's chicken. It's all right. All right, I'll give this a 4 out of 10. All right. Jolio snacks. Looks like some sort of fries with some sort of ranch type dipping sauce. Once again, this looks like Middle Eastern writing, I think. What do I know? I barely know English, let alone all these other languages. Kind of, yeah, they're, these kind of look like, you know, sometimes you'll get a crunchy Cheeto that looks like this. Kind of what the texture feels like. All right, down the hatch. Yeah, they have a little bit of a texture. It's kind of a cross between crunchy Cheetos texture and popcorners, like the popcorn. Kind of like a hybrid of that. Now there's a little bit of a ranchy flavor in here, which is good. I like ranch. Not bad. I'll give them a 5 out of 10. I haven't really had anything that's hit a home run yet. I think the highest thing I've ranked so far is that chocolate wafer. Okay. Mexican chicken tomato flavor Lay's. That doesn't sound too bad. Imitation Mexican chicken tomato flavor. Okay. Hate battling with these bags. I know that's part of Rob's amusements when I can't open the bag. It is a struggle sometimes. The struggle is real. I don't know, this can't be an Easter egg because it kind of has the same writing. Oh, you get the tomato really good. Oh, I don't like tomato, the real tomato, but I don't mind salsa and ketchup and spaghetti sauce, and this isn't bad. Yeah, there are definitely some Mexican spices in here. A little bit of a sweetness too. Whoop. Not bad. Pretty good. I probably would get these again if I saw them. I give these a 7.5 out of 10. Now, my problem will be is to finish all these items. Now, obviously, I'm not going to eat any more of the ones I don't like. But this, I do like. And hopefully I can get all eat all the ones that I like before they go stale. All right, we're about 20 minutes in. Keep on rolling. Get this over with. Go nuts. Barbecue. There we go. Crunchy coated peanuts. Okay. Open. All right. I love it when it tells you where to open, because there's so many times where you just search for the perforation or whatever the hell it's called, the tear, and don't always work out. There we go. Looks like a nut. Kind of like a peanut. Kind of like one of those corn nuts and it does have that barbecue flavor. And it's called Go Nuts. Whoa. I almost lost something out of my mouth. Never a pleasant experience. Hate to see it. These are pretty good. I'll give these a 6 out of 10. All right. We have a little canister of, not Pringles, but Lay's. Lay's just coming in with all the hits. What is this item it's supposed to taste like, though? I don't know. Some sort of cookie of some sort? Can't read anything what it says. Of course, I can't see. Okay. Lay's potato chips marinated mustard cookie flavor. Huh. Don't see that flavor every day. I guess that's what makes it exotic. And it comes in this type of canister. Okay, a canister within a canister. A little on the dark side. Kind of reminds me of the texture of the potato skin chips that used to be around. I haven't seen those in years. Don't know why, they were good. Down the hatch. Huh. I don't really get that much of a mustard flavor. I don't know. Almost tastes like mushroom. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give these a 3.5 out of 10. Very rugged. I was hoping they'd be good. Not the case. All right, moving right along. By Luck Date Bar. Kind of like Fig Newtons, maybe? I don't know. By Luck. See how lucky I am with this. Not really having high expectations with this thing. Oh, you know what? It's kind of feels like a Fig Newton. A little crunchier on the outside than a regular Fig Newton, but tastes like a Fig Newton. Probably should stop at 1, but once again, I said before, I'm a glutton for punishment. It says the coolest snacks in the world are here. I think the jury's out on that. Might be some misinformation there. All right, look at this here. President Trump chocolate bar. Self-explanatory. Make America great again. We'll see. But let's at least make chocolate great again. That's what I'm hoping for with this. I think Rob himself might have put this in there. We'll see. Milk chocolate. Looks like a standard like Hershey bar. Definitely tastes like chocolate. There's something else in here that's quite interesting. Chocolate liquor? Has chocolate liqueur in there? I guess that must be... I guess maybe I'll get tipsy if I eat the rest of this. Which it's good. Good. I'll guess a 7.5 out of 10. And if I eat a few of these, I'm sure that'll go up to maybe 9 out of 10. That's definitely an Easter egg if I ever seen one. All right. We have Skittles. What the hell? I don't know what the rest of this is, but it's Skittles something. There's like, it looks like a couple of paw prints there stretching the Skittle thing. Oh no, is this like Skittles for pets? I'm surprised this wasn't in the cat box one. Anyway, whatever. Here they are, nice and gummy, down the hatch. Huh. Oh, okay, they're like little cat shaped or animal shaped. I don't know, some of these flavors are interesting. They're good though, but they're not your, I really can't pick out what they are. I think I have a lemon. Let's see. What flavors do we have here? Honey peach, I think I had that. Lemon, cream, mango, soy sauce. How the hell you have these regular flavors and then all of a sudden soy sauce? See, there they are. I definitely like the I like the flavors though. Where's the soy sauce one? I need to find a soy sauce one. Where the hell is it? I guess it's the cat head. All right. If I'm going by the shapes, it looks like it's the cat head. Right there. Don't really taste soy sauce. These are good though. Nice and gummy, flavorful. I'll actually give these an 8.5 out of 10. I would definitely get these again. Of course, if I go to that country where they're from. All right. So have I accounted for all the Easter eggs? Because it seems like there's more kids left than there were Easter eggs that I've encountered. So wait, I don't want to look in there yet. All right. Whatever that. Covered Tita Astros chocolate bar. I think. Either way, it's Astros. Looks like some sort of candy bar. Let's see. Looks harmless enough. Kind of like a texture of I guess a whatchamacallit. It has a crispy rice in it. caramel, whatever. Chocolate, obviously. Maybe a little bit of peanut butter in here. Pretty good. I'll give that an 8 out of 10. Like I said earlier, I do love chocolate. Especially if it has booze in it. All right. What the hell? It says new Dro pound cake with candied fruit. Getting close to the holidays. You know how fruitcake gets very popular that time of year. But let's just get to Halloween first, which is right around the corner. Don't have high expectations for this. Yeah, it kind of looks like fruitcake. And people said I'm nuttier than a fruitcake. Soft. Fruity. No, that's all right. I don't know. Didn't really have high expectations for this either going into it. So if you want to try whatever this is, here. Where are you? Over here. Go get it. We'll see if you eat it. It's a no-go for Sophie. A no-go. Don't really blame you for that. I'll give this a, give it a 3.5 out of 10. All right, getting down to the last couple items here. I see there's some sort of drink in there. I'm afraid to see what that is. Hey! Skittles Gummies Fuego. Now, this is definitely an Easter egg. I saw these were out. I told Rob I was looking for these. This is Skittles Gummies Fuego. Sweet meets spicy. Spice meter a 2 out of 3. And for candy, that will be interesting. I definitely want to see what the fuss is all about here. Now, one of the kids or Rob himself put this in there. I don't even... Maybe Robert or Rob himself. There we go. You see a little bit of the seasoning on it. Oh, yeah. Definitely a little bit of spice there. Whoa. Yeah, these are sweet and spicy. Anybody that's sensitive to spice, this is not for you. But I'm that guy. I love spice. To me, I think food tastes better with spice. Even sweets. In this case, I guess. That's good. We have lemon, watermelon, strawberry, raspberry, and mango. And, you know, since they're U.S. item, you can find these out there if you're so interested in trying to see what the fuss is about. Yeah, these are good. And spicy. Yeah, I'm definitely going to give these a 9 out of 10. They're almost too spicy. I never thought I would say that about candy. Man, those are good. Man, a little spicy. Strangely enough, they're the spiciest thing in this box by far, which is a surprise. All right, last but not least, time to wash it down with, I won't even look at the, what is this? Oh. What soda did I get the last time? Was it buffalo sauce flavor? Ranch dressing soda. Y'all get your fixins. Pure cane sugar. This is by Lester's Fixins. I like ranch, but... Thanks. Oh, I can't even open this thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, how do you do this? All right. I'm going to have to put an edit on this because I can't get this damn thing open. I'll be back. Maybe. All right. I've opened this bottle of ranch dressing flavored soda. Now, I am very reluctant for this. I'm even more reluctant to drink this than I was eating the chicken tongue and rabbit feet or whatever and the octopus ball chips. Like this. Oh, yeah, I mean, it smells like Thousand Island ranch dressing. I guess that's what it's supposed to. All right. Down the hatch we go. Ooh. Oh, wait. This is probably going to be from Rebecca, I think. But anyway, I'm sure they'll all get a kick out of this. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, it tastes like ranch. As if you took a little thing of ranch and just drank it. Give it some carbonation. This is what you get. This is going to be rough for me to like even get to the halfway through this bottle. But it tastes like it says it's supposed to taste. So you have to give it credit where credit is due. But as far as I go, I'm going to give this a 2.5 out of 10. Effort's there. A for effort. Tastes like it says, but in a drink? What the hell are we doing? What are we doing? Anyway, another Snack Crate unboxing has come and gone. There's good, bad, and ugly in the Snack Crate unboxings, as we know. So, hey, the Bomb Squad, if you're still here, almost 40 minutes into this, which I don't know if anybody will be left besides Rob and his family, but if you are, and if you're not a member of the Bomb Squad, what are you waiting for? What are you doing? Subscribe and join the Bomb Squad. And just remember these words from your boy, and everything will be A-okay. And that is, all that glitter isn't gold. Until the next one, I'm out of here.